pushing the ground away. So as we lift, we are not lifting the kettlebell up. We are pushing the ground away. If you're familiar with yogi principles, this is a root to rise principle. We push harder into the ground in order to come up. This is the way we build tension. So I'll step up to my bell, a corkscrew in, glutes tight, stomach tight, find my hinge. I'm already pulling myself down. So as I hinge, my knee is flexing. So it's a hamstring movement. I'm anti-gravity, right? So I'm pulling myself down, essentially doing a hamstring curl. So I'm already super tight by the time I get down here. I'll grip the bell, break the bell, and push the ground away. And the harder I push the ground away, the more the bell rises. And then I'll pull myself back down. So that push the ground away principle, when do I know I need that? When do I know I need to teach that? Well, if you see that jerky movement off the ground, that is somebody yanking the bell off the ground. They're not pushing through it. You may not be pushing through it. I see this a lot more with barbell than kettlebell, but either way, you will see it often. You'll see it again. Push. And a telltale sign is losing that tension they built. So you'll see slack build, elbows may bend slightly, and then they'll get ready and pull it off the ground. So we want to take all the slack out of that bell. Boom. I take all the slack and I can almost float a piece of paper underneath my bell before I even lift. I think about a circular energy. I'm pushing into the ground here. It goes into the bell and pulls up the bell. Down my legs and into the bell. Down my legs and into the bell. It's almost like that bell is attached to a rubber band that's on the floor and you're trying to pull it off. We're going to illustrate that a little bit further. If you have a light pull-up band, all you do is wrap it around and through. Wrap it around and through. From there, you'll have two bunny ears. Mine aren't very even. That's all right. You don't have to be too specific with this. If you want to be, go for it. From there, you'll put your, say not to be too specific as I rearrange. You put your arches in the bell. It may change your foot position a little bit, but it's going to illustrate the point of feeling that tension. From there, you squeeze off, and this is that root to rise. I'm pushing harder into my feet in order to keep that bell rising. Now, as I lower slowly. Goes hand in hand with that root to rise is anti-gravity. You want to be anti-gravity. You don't want to let gravity rule your lift. If I let gravity rule my lift, that's when I start to see anterior tilts. That's when I start to see TFL catches and things like that on squats. So we want to be really mindful to lower down with control. Once you get more and more control, then the speed can come.